In this video, I'm going to talk about the real estate and buildings that come with a business. It's often one of the big questions a business owner has because businesses that have been around for decades often own their real estate, or at least the owner does in a holding company. In this video, we'll address how buyers look at it and what you can think about as you're preparing to sell. So the first thing to know with real estate, if you've watched my video on how we value a business, real estate itself, not the assets, the machinery that's used in the business, but the land and the buildings, is often a separate sale from a business. So with that, it's really two transactions that go together. Often we will see business owners who've already split the business and the land apart. So that's something that's common. The land will not be included in the purchase price in the vast majority of cases. Now with that, how does a buyer look at the land? Some buyers really like to get land holdings included with the deal. Other buyers do not have any interest in buying the land. And at the same time, some sellers, part of their retirement strategy is to have that land and lease it back over the long term to the buyer of the business because they know the business. It's a tenant that they know very well. We see that all the time, and that's something that makes sense and works. Now, where a potential disagreement might come in is what is the rent going to be? One thing that you're going to have to do is factor in a fair market value of rent or a lease into your financials. If you've been charging yourself extra rent or perhaps lower rent, depending what you need to do in your business, you're going to want to get it at least to fair market value 1 year before you sell so that that is baked into financials. That makes it very easy for the buyer to assume whatever you've been paying yourself or your holding company as a lease because the business has been operating under that structure. As long as it's in the realm of fair market value, it's probably something that'll be acceptable. So again, for sellers, it's really up to you what you want to do with the real estate. Some sellers like to hang on to it and lease it to the company that they've just sold. Others, they want to be clear of the business, which means the land and the real estate, and they want to sell it at the same time. At Saddlehorn, we're open to both scenarios. We take it on a case-by-case basis, and we're happy to work with you to help get you the transaction that you need.